All right, it's time now for our mystery guest. I don't know who it is, but thankfully my producers have given me and you some hints. His story is truly that of a self-made man. Our guest went from being a teenage gang member to a successful entrepreneur. All right, he began his first startup at the age of 21, and since then he has founded and sold a number of successful businesses. The story of his turnaround life made the New York Times bestseller list last summer. All right, let's bring out our mystery guest. Great to have you with us on Taking Stock. Thanks very much for coming. I got to say, you look a little bit familiar, but I'm not exactly. It said that you were that you've got a book that was on the bestseller list.
Yeah.
It's fiction or nonfiction?
Nonfiction.
Nonfiction. And it mentioned. I'm trying to think. It was something. You look. I got to say, you look very familiar. Your book, is it about your own success?
Yeah, so it's a part how-to, a part biography, a part how I started up businesses and whatnot and sold them and so forth.
All right, and it says that you were a gang member at one time.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, there was a story in Forbes. Were you profiled in Forbes this summer as well? Yeah. I'm trying to think now. You're from Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And you're associated with a health company, health food company, right?
Yep.
And let me think, your book, the bestseller, the book, was it Everything to Gain and Nothing to Lose,
you got
right?
it.
That's your book.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think of your name now. I've got only, a couple of seconds left. Ryan, is it Ryan? Is your name Ryan Blair? Ryan Blair?
Yep, you got it.
There you go. All right, welcome.
Yeah.
Good to have you with us. Thanks for coming in. Well done.
Thank you.
I remember the report about that. It was like an interview that was done because I thought it was so interesting. You talked a lot, though, about your school experience and about how, at the very beginning, the people in the Los Angeles public school system, they basically wrote you off. They said that you weren't really going to amount to anything.
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, you know, I like a lot of people that are creative, I had a lot of learning disabilities and I was dyslexic and various things. So I was in remedial education from the beginning, and then I had trouble in my family. My father disappeared at 13 years old. My mother suffered from alcoholism. And so as a result of it, I was kind of sent away to what's called a continuation high school, where they teach kids how to become really bad kids. So in essence, that was my high school career, and by the time I was about 18 years old, I had to make some decisions. I had really nothing to lose.
All right, you're going to tell us more about what happened afterwards, because I remember the amazing success story that really could inspire many people. Thank you very much. Ryan Blair, our mystery guest, a mystery no longer. We've got more details coming up right here on Taking Stock. This is Taking Stock on Bloomberg. I'm Pim Fox. All right, we've got our mystery guest, a mystery no longer, Ryan Blair, the author of Everything.
It's Nothing to Lose.
Nothing to Lose, Everything to Gain.
Yeah.
And as I was talking to you during the break, one of the things that you mentioned in the book, and we're going to talk about your success, is that not everyone is built to be an entrepreneur. Talk about that.
Well, you know, entrepreneurship's about ambition. It's about problem solving, and a lot of people don't care to solve problems. So, you know, as entrepreneurs, we try to solve problems, and we have to have ambition to do that. And sometimes we have to be crazy enough to think we can, and other people, you know, they're so employee programmed and so employee minded that maybe that can't break from them in terms of, you know, their thinking.
So how did you get started? As I said, you know, at the age of 21, you did it.
Well, my father was in the middle class, and when he disappeared, I went into poverty. And I saw the way that poor people hustled to make money. And then, you know, by the grace of God and some luck, I got a mentor when I was about 17 years old, and he was one of the working wealthy. And so I saw that the poor, working poor, and the working wealthy were the same species. They just didn't know it. One played by the rules, and one made up their own rules. And so I decided to become a legal entrepreneur as opposed to an illegal entrepreneur, which is what the streets are, you know, riddled with.
Now, talk about what you're doing currently, because I know that you've got this health food business. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so during the recession, we got bought by a group called Blythe, which is a publicly traded company. And during the recession, we almost went out of business.
What's the company, though? Tell people what you're doing.
It's called Visalus Sciences.
Okay.
And we're a manufacturer of nutrition-related products, and we decided that we were going to get into the food supplementation business, and we created a thing called the Body by Vi 90-Day Challenge. And now, literally, literally every minute 2 people sign up for my challenge to the tune of 85,000 plus people a month. 524,000 signed up for it last year, and this year we're on pace to have a significant growth year. Last year we went from 2010 we did 36 million in sales. 2011 we did 231 million in sales.
You turned this around too, because I mean it was almost going to end, right?
I was with them.
I mean, the trajectory was great, and then it just fell apart.
Yeah. Well, the public company that bought us, thankfully, they really supported us to turn the company around and provided us a lot of added value, so that we, my founders and my leadership team and my field team, could go out there and rebuild a business around the culture we wanted to create. And so now we're having a fun time and we're building the business, and it's doing really well.
Tell me about your participation in the company now, because you took stock, right?
Well, so just a few days ago we announced we had a cash buyout of 8 times EBITDA. So there was a significant amount of money owed to myself and my co-founders, and we got together and said we didn't want to leave this company. We want to build it forever. So we took Blythe and the parent company, or Blythe. We took stock in Blythe, and now I'm the second largest insider along with my founders.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
I want to thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Ryan Blair, good luck and great work.
Thank you.
Yeah, all right.